Hi everybody, it's Honest John. Now, this Sunday, the Turkish people will go to the polls and vote on whether or not to make Recep Erdogan, currently their president, an absolute dictator. You would think that this would be an easy call, but evidently it's not. The polls are extremely close. It's pretty likely that Erdogan will win. Something the Turkish people ought to think about is that it's a lot easier to install a dictator than to get rid of one. I'm not going to say that they're any more stupid than anybody else is because, hey, we've got Donald Trump as president. In the Philippines, their president, Robert Duterte, is leading a government that has organized death squads that are killing people in the streets. And they've given the police permission to just kill people if they feel like it. And he has the support of the majority of his people. In Europe, extremist right-wing, racist parties are gaining in strength. And as I mentioned before, here in America we have Donald Trump, who rose to power with the help of our greatest enemy, and who committed treason in order to gain the office that he holds. The man who was supposed to be the leader of the free world holds the same values and views as those who would destroy it. We have a man who is stubbornly ignorant, who absolutely refuses to learn anything new, including the ABCs of doing the job that he holds. He also lacks the inclination, knowledge, or ability to lead. There remains the burgeoning threat of terrorism. Not just in the Middle East, all over the world. War and famine have forced millions to flee their homelands, but the rest of the world is not willing to take them in or even offer much help. And in South America, the drug cartels are as powerful as many of the governments. There is the threat of trade wars with China and other nations, and there is an ongoing war in cyberspace which is happening every day. The Trump administration is making noises about going to war with North Korea, which could blossom into a war with China. And they could easily blunder into a war with Iran, which would place us in conflict with Russia. And these are only the areas of conflict that I'm aware of. Racism, xenophobia, Islamophobia, hatred reign supreme. It appears to me that we're heading into a very, very dark time in history. And I can't help thinking that it's really a good time to be old, like me. Because I'll probably miss the worst of it. Thanks for listening.